World Cup Diary, the hottest stories of Monday, June 15th, 2026. Here's what's breaking. Mattias Svanberg makes World Cup history just 17 seconds after coming on. At 78, Dick Advocaat makes World Cup history with Curaçao. Japanese fans go viral again for their incredible discipline. Yet some of the biggest talking points of the day didn't come from the final scores alone. History was written in a matter of seconds. Emotions ran high on football's biggest stage, and supporters once again reminded us why the World Cup is about far more than just the game. Let's get into tonight's top stories. Our first headline tonight comes from Sweden, where Mattias Svanberg produced one of the most remarkable moments of the tournament so far. Coming off the bench late in Sweden's emphatic 5-1 victory over Tunisia, Svanberg needed just 17 seconds to find the back of the net with his very first touch of the ball. The stunning strike instantly entered World Cup history and became one of the most talked about moments of the day, proving that sometimes football history can be written in the blink of an eye. Next, we head to one of the most emotional stories of this World Cup. Before Curaçao's historic match against Germany, veteran head coach Dick Advocaat was visibly moved during the national anthem. The 78-year-old Dutchman, who briefly stepped away from football earlier this year to care for his ill daughter, returned to lead Curaçao on the biggest stage. Despite suffering a heavy defeat, the occasion marked a historic milestone as Advocaat became the oldest coach ever to manage a World Cup match, creating a moment that transcended the result itself. Finally, attention turns to the fans. Japanese supporters have once again captured the admiration of football fans around the world following their dramatic 2-2 draw with the Netherlands. Hundreds gathered to celebrate in the streets after Daichi Kamada's late equaliser. But what happened next quickly went viral. As soon as traffic lights turned green, supporters calmly stepped aside and returned to the sidewalks, allowing traffic to flow normally. It was a simple act, yet another powerful reminder of the respect, discipline and sportsmanship that have made Japanese fans some of the most admired in world football. While the opening weekend has already delivered drama, surprises and unforgettable moments, attention now turns to tonight's biggest showdown as Belgium take on Egypt in one of the most anticipated fixtures of the group stage so far. For Belgium, this is another opportunity to prove they remain one of Europe's elite nations despite entering a new era. Led by experienced stars and a talented new generation, the Red Devils know that a strong start could put them firmly in control of Group G. Standing in their way is an Egyptian side carrying the hopes of an entire nation. Much of the spotlight will once again fall on Mohamed Salah, who finally has the chance to lead Egypt on football's biggest stage. The Liverpool legend remains one of the world's most dangerous attackers, and his ability to change a game in a single moment makes Egypt a threat against any opponent. This clash is about more than just 3 points. It is a meeting of two ambitious teams with genuine hopes of reaching the knockout rounds. A victory tonight would provide a huge boost to their World Cup campaign, while defeat could leave them facing immediate pressure in the matches ahead. With world-class talent on both sides and millions watching around the globe, Belgium against Egypt has all the ingredients to become one of the standout matches of the tournament so far. Our spotlight now turns to individuals and teams making waves. First, Erling Haaland's presence for Norway is nothing short of transformative. This World Cup isn't just about Norway competing, it's about them daring to dream, propelled by the unstoppable force of their talismanic striker. His goal-scoring instinct, sheer physicality and relentless drive offer Norway a dimension they've never truly possessed before on the international stage. Every opposition coach is now tasked with finding a way to contain a player who routinely defies defensive strategies, turning Norway into genuine dark horses. Then we shift focus to the Iranian national team, who find themselves navigating a complex narrative off the pitch. Ahead of their crucial opening game against New Zealand, coach Amir Galanoy and forward Mehdi Taremi have been keen to downplay the prospect of protests, stating unequivocally that they are playing for all Iranians. This unified stance aims to direct attention squarely onto the football, presenting a clear message of national solidarity. Their focus remains firmly on performance, hoping to unite their passionate fan base through their efforts on the field. Beyond the fierce competition, this expanded World Cup is truly a festival of cultures, and the stories emerging from the host cities are just as captivating. Across the 16 venues spanning North America, fans from every corner of the globe are creating an unprecedented atmosphere. We're seeing Mexican mariachi bands serenading Argentinian tango dancers in Dallas, Canadian hospitality embracing Brazilian flair in Vancouver, and the vibrant energy of New York hosting a melting pot of footballing nations. These spontaneous cultural exchanges, fueled by a shared love for the beautiful game, are forging unique bonds. It's a wonderful reminder that football's greatest power lies not just in competition, but in its ability to bring people together, transcending borders and languages. Tonight, our World Cup story of the day revisits one of the greatest upsets in football history. We travel back to November 2022 when Saudi Arabia faced Lionel Messi's Argentina in their opening match of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Few gave Saudi Arabia any chance against an Argentine side riding a 36-match unbeaten streak and widely considered one of the favourites to lift the trophy. When Messi converted an early penalty, the script appeared to be unfolding exactly as expected. But what followed stunned the football world. Just minutes into the second half, Saleh Al-Shehri fired Saudi Arabia level with a brilliant finish. Moments later, Salem Al-Dawsari produced a spectacular curling strike into the top corner, sending Saudi fans into absolute ecstasy. Despite relentless Argentine pressure, Saudi Arabia held firm to secure a historic 2-1 victory. The result instantly became one of the biggest shocks in World Cup history. It was a reminder that on football's biggest stage, reputation means little once the whistle blows. Determination, belief and teamwork can overcome even the strongest opponents. As we watch World Cup 2026 unfold, with underdogs continuing to challenge traditional football powers, Saudi Arabia's famous victory over Argentina remains a perfect example of why the World Cup captivates billions of fans around the globe. It is proof that every tournament can produce moments nobody sees coming, and that football's greatest stories are often written by those least expected to write them. As we wrap up our evening edition, it's clear this World Cup is already delivering on its promise of drama, upsets and compelling narratives, even on a rest day. The anticipation for tomorrow's matches is palpable, with Spain, Belgium and Iran all set to take the field. We've seen glimpses of brilliance, heard from the stars and felt the heartbeat of a truly global tournament. Join us again tomorrow for all the latest as the action intensifies. Until then, keep the football fires burning. Thank you.